This is the map of my game. There are 6 islands, but so far in the story, you can only go to this one, and this one. In this video, I'm going to change that, starting with this island. But not only that, I'm also going to add a 7th island, right over here. So this place is going to be like a creepy dungeon. And I'm not there in the story yet, but when I get there, this is what's going to happen. So they're going to go in this dungeon, and there's going to be 3 different paths, and they each have to split up a different way, meaning the player won't have any other people other than the main character to fight with, which will be very hard. If you're new to this series, the 3 characters so far are Rupert, Luke, and this new character from the last video, Werlick. He's a wizard. Anyways, let's now make this pond right here. The Pond of 1,000 Cries. So when the player enters this place, I don't just want them to already be at the pond. I want them to be like in this forest right here or something. And then they walk to the pond, rather than just immediately transporting, if you know what I mean. So I finished the Pond of 1,000 Cries. So the plan is that as you walk up, you encounter enemies. But here's what I want to do. Before you get to this spot and start at the bottom, I actually want to make a forest of some sort. That's not so narrow like this, where you start out in like a wide normal forest, and it's kind of like a maze, and you encounter this big beast of some sort. And when you slay this big beast, in his inventory is a map that tells you how to get through the maze. And then once you get through the maze, then you start here, and then you work your way up. I think that's how I want to do this, so let's make that maze. This is everything that happens when you enter the Pond of 1,000 Cries. Up ahead should be the maze of Smith's End. A maze? Yes, and we'd best get started.
Guys, what am I hearing?
Look out! And then you get into a battle with a troll. That was rather amusing.
That was fun is what that was.
Alright people, we've killed too much time as it is. Let's move. And up here is a glitch I've discovered. If we walk forward, this happens. This must be the maze. Hold it right there, wizard. Pardon? I said hold it. There's something about you that's not right. What do you mean? You just turn up right where we're heading and join us like nothing.
Luke, where are you going with this?
You join us without any question and proceed to lead us to the most dangerous island in this ocean. And then all of a sudden we run into a troll. As I said before, this quest is what I'm here for. It's my... What does that even mean? It's what I'm here for. I've had it with you crazy woo-woo this, woo-woo that magical hippies.
Now wait just a minute. My opinion on wizards is about the same as yours, but that doesn't mean this guy is going to betray us. Besides, we could use one more person on a journey like this.
Rupert, it's not just the magic crap I'm concerned about with this guy. Where did he come from, for crying out loud? Because I know he certainly hasn't been waiting for us in that castle for 1,000 years. 2,000. What? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. What kind of sick joke?
You done?
Good.
Because regardless of who doesn't like who, we have a maze to traverse.
Fine. But I've got my eye on you, wizard. Noted. So after all of that dialogue, if we go back and forth, it doesn't play again. But if we go back and forth again in a different way, and not just in that straight line, it does play again. I have the same event playing on every single tile right here, and when the event ends, it ends just for that one event and not for all of the events. And I know how to fix that, it's just gonna be annoying. Before I fix that, let me show you this maze. So I was gonna give like hints as to how to get through the maze, like a journal telling you which way to go, but it's actually not that hard, so
No hints, just a maze.
and then once we get up here, this is the dialogue that happens.
We made it! Alright.
Luke, I would like to say that since our little argument, I've been enlightened. I'm sorry for the mystery behind who I am, and why I have offered help without a second thought. The truth is, my father is the king of Dagathar. He and his kingdom are all trapped between the living world and death. In other words, they are dying every moment of every day until someone finds the lost kingdom of Dagathar and slays the Keeper.
The Keeper?
The Keeper of Kingdoms.
So that's it. This whole quest is fake.
Is that what you think? You think my kingdom is fake? You think I'm a fraud?
Precisely. I, for one, think he's telling the truth. Do you not see past his lies? I'm telling you, he'll lead you to your death. It's what he wants. Come on, Rupert. We need to abandon this lost cause. I never figured you for a quitter. I have no choice but to quit when I'm not as blind as you. You can stay here with this guy and die for all I care. I'm done. Luke. Crap. We just lost our best warrior.
I'm sorry for your friend, but we must keep going.
Yeah. We're almost there. The pond is just up ahead. Is this it?
It is. Let's get the water and the bottle. Because they're getting like a bottle of water for some guy. You'll see in a second.
Now what?
We need to get it to a friend of mine.
Is he coming with us on this quest?
No. We must give him this bottle, and in return he will enchant us, so that we may pass through the gates of Doom's Peak.
Doom's Peak? Now I'm not so sure about this quest.
We'll be fine.
Not if it's just the two of us.
Who else would come with us?
Well, there's this guy named Vic. Now, he's certainly not the hero type we need, but he is the fat nerd we have.
If having him with us gives you more confidence in our survival, then let's go meet him.
What about your other wizard friend?
He'll need to put the spell on Vic too, so let's go get Vic first.
Alright.
Okay, so now I need to fix a few things there and then make the quest with Vic. So I need to fix what's going on with this. We're not going to test it to make sure it works, I know it works. We're going to copy that, and then delete all the others and replace them with that. Okay, now that should work. Let's zoom in and go to Vic. He's right there. So I need to make a new event page. This event page turns on when task 10 is on, which is the task that's on after you do all of that in Jakku.
Hey, Vic.
What?
Huh? Who's this guy? His name is Warlick, and he needs our help. We must find his father's kingdom. Okay. Alright, let's go.
Now let's make our way to my friend Boris. He lives in northern Senmore. And that's the whole conversation. Only Vic is supposed to disappear after that, but he doesn't. So now there's two of him. So let me fix that. When you get to the end of that dialogue, the switch Vic is switched to on, and Vic is added as a party member. When the switch Vic is on, this event where he doesn't exist should play, only it doesn't for some reason. But I think that if it is number 5 in the event list, and now number 4, I think that should make it work for some weird reason. But let me see if I'm right about that. He should disappear now. Okay, it worked. I don't know why it's like that. So now he's with us. Now we need to update this quest log. Oh yeah, I forgot one thing. At the end of the dialogue, I need another switch to switch on. And another switch to switch off. I need task 10 to switch off, because you've completed task 10. And I need task 11 to switch on. So for the quest log, we need to write task 11 now. So after that, if you go to the quest log, it says, bring the bottle to Boris, Sandmoor, north. So the place that Boris is gonna be is somewhere in northern Sandmoor. So either this tent or that thing. I think that's a tent. What is that? I can't tell what that is. That's either a different looking tent or like a building of some sort. The instructions to get to Boris are very vague. They're just northern Sandmoor, and the northmost spot in Sandmoor is this tent, so let's make it this tent. So I've actually just taken the shaman's tent from earlier, and I'm gonna remake it into Boris's tent. We're also going to need to change all of these events to make it where it doesn't transport the player to the outside of Duststrike, which is this town, and instead transports the player below this tent right here. This is everything that happens when you go in this tent. By the three seas, Werlick. Hello there, old friend. It's been at least 30 years. 2000. Oh, bless. Bless. Who are these folks? This is Rupert and this is Vic. They are the ones who will help me restore my kingdom. Bless.
So, we need help getting through the gates of Doom's Peak.
Wait, we do? Well, I'm the one to come to for that. I've got an
I've got an enchantment that will help you.
All I need is one bottle of water from the Pond of 1,000 Cries in Shakir. We already have it right here. Bless. Here you go.
Bless. I will perform the enchantment. Nice.
Thanks, Boris.
Bless. Bless. Oh, bless it.
And then you enchant it and you can go in that place. So when they exit that place, I want to make them have dialogue. I want to make them say something like,
"What, I didn't know we were going to that place."
And then, Werlick is gonna say,
"It's the dark, gloomy..."
Wait, no, that's not his voice. He's gonna say, "It's the dark, gloomy island, east of, Oak's Isle," or something like that. So when you leave the tent after all that dialogue, this happens.
Nobody told me we're going to Doom's Peak. That's because no one cares. Now, where is Doom's Peak again?
It's east of Oak's Isle. So this is Doom's Peak right here. But I guess I'm gonna make that in the next video after this.